Alright, so this is a game from about a week ago or so now. I was playing once again for the BoltonChoirBoys is a team name. I really do like the arena though, so it is a lot of fun to play on. What you can see from this angle though, if you look across, you can see the scoreboard of another rink. What happens a lot in this arena is whistles. You'll hear the whistles from other games, and it's it can be tough. Ball goes around the outside, defenseman has a lot of time to grab it, and then he tries to make a good pass. Just throws a waffle of the ice. Guys come over, quick save by me, and then ooh, that was yeah, that's a pretty close one there. Also eating an arrow bar. Snacks, you know, watching a show. Wide. Easy save by me. Did a good job rebound control. You know, I kind of kicked it a little extra hard away. Okay, throws on net. That one actually looked like a close one. Kind of grabbed it a little uncomfortably, but I mean, made the save, held onto the puck. So it's tough sometimes too when the guy comes in to shoot and he shoots it like between defenseman's legs and such. Just obviously harder for me to see the puck. Good play by their team to hold that in. Guy throws on net, and then pretty simple glove save for me. Sounded pretty good though. Looks fancy, but I'm pretty sure that puck was actually going wide. Grab the puck, and then oh, I almost fell. It's always the ice. Something in the ice for sure. Not my skating at all. Oh, first goal of the game. Nice. And then I'm gonna fix my pants. Easy save, right in the breadbasket. I always make an effort too to hold on to the puck and hand it to the refs. I find that the refs like you as a goalie a lot more if you hand it to them, because they don't like to bend over all the time. They do it a lot to pick up the puck. A good defensive play there. Dangerous puck to the middle, but no issues. Oh, brutal turnover. Not sure if the guy missed the net or not. Oh, that was close too. That was a little messy. Oh, and then they throw it off the crossbar. A couple good chances for them. Also, if a guy hits a post or the crossbar, it actually counts as a puck missing the net. Because technically, if the goalie wasn't there, the puck would have never gone in anyways. So, fun fact for you. And then an icing. I need to fix my pants again. I was having issues with my pants all game. I don't think I did them up tight enough. There's only one strap where you pull, and yeah, they're just sitting funny on me all game. But it comes over with speed. He just throws a kind of, not to say weak backhand, but I knew it was coming. I thought he was gonna cut across, but there's a certain point where the guy has it on the back of his stick, and it's like there's not really much of another option for him. He comes in pretty quick. He makes a good move around the defenseman, pulls it pretty far. Like, he throws a good 2-meter kind of stride to the right there for him. And he's coming over. So right here, I can tell he's going to shoot. He has two hands on his backhand, and it where the blade's pointing. A lot of times, if the blade is pointing at the net, it probably means they're going to shoot. If the blades face perpendicular to the net, so the net's here, and then his blade's facing like this way, so he can push the puck back and forth, it means he's going to deke or do something else with the puck. Like, he's still trying to hold on to it. So right here, and then, so it's obvious. So I am prepared to slide across, because that's a big play people make a lot. But thankfully, even though the guy had space, he just decides to throw it right at me, and then I take it right in the chest. It's a little bit of an awkward save for me, for sure. Like, my stick's underneath my pad there for some reason, but, I mean, I held on to it and stopped the puck. That's all that really matters. Oof. That one's a tough one. That one's a really tough one, and I'll explain why. Every single time I go to challenge someone, I have a habit of taking my glove and stick, and I push them together. It pushes the glove further down my wrist, which I should really just put it on tighter, but it's just like a feel thing. Anyways, the problem is the top of my glove gets flat. It gets flat on the top. So coming in, guy takes a shot. You can see on my glove there, it's very flat. It should be more arced. Guy throws a puck at me. I make an awkward save, and then, as you can see, I go to hold onto the puck, to grab it, but the glove itself inverts in, which doesn't allow me to close it all the way. So I make the save with my glove, and it just hits me and falls forward. When in reality, I should have crabbed onto it. Then the guy comes in, other guys aren't really totally prepared, slaps the puck at the net, and I know how far out in the net I am, and I'm like, oh shit. And I try my best to get my leg and stick there, and I do get pretty close, I will say, but he throws it into a pretty much open net. Tough goal. I personally should have made the save. I should have just held on to the puck, but unfortunately, I didn't. I knew it's a bit of an equipment issue, but tough shit. Those saves annoy me as a goalie because I should have had it. I really should have just had it, but c'est la vie. Guy hits the side of the net. Technically, I should never really spin around and not. Your back should always be to the net as a goalie, but sometimes just the way you're positioned, you throw yourself over. And I make a good save. And then, so there actually is a penalty on this play. Nice. And then we go up 2-1. Always good to get the goal back, especially before the end of the period. End of period 1. There's our third goal, so now it's 3-1 in the game. Ooh. Little toe save. As you see too, what I try and do a lot is I pay attention to who's in front of the net. So I see this guy coming, and then immediately I tell a player on my team or point to him, because that's a big threat, right? Open player in front of the net. So the puck's over here. He makes his pass all the way to the other defenseman. And this is a lot of net, and I have to move to make sure I cover it all. Plus, I'm seeing this puck go through other people. So I go all the way across. And then, by the time the puck's on his stick, I'm already set in position. I'm dodging around just to make sure I can actually see the puck. Guy steps in a bit, and then I make a good shoulder save and hold on to it as well. What's important too is I say at the top of my crease as well to make sure I can challenge the shot as much as possible and also cover as much of the net as possible as well. A lot of goalies sometimes have a tendency to back into their net because they want to give themselves more time once the puck comes off the stick to make the save. But in reality, you actually want to do the complete opposite, which is get out front and challenge it because it gives so much less net to shoot at when you're closer and closing in on the shot. End of the second period. Wide. So the puck's in our end. It makes all the way to the defenseman. He takes a shot, but the puck doesn't make it to the net. But you can see they kind of fumble it around in front of me from it. And look how low I am in my stance. I'm trying to get as low as possible. One, to see through legs and to see the puck. But also, two, once that puck comes towards you, you need to get your pads down as fast as possible, right? You're trying to hit the ground. Plus, when the puck's closer to you, it's harder for the shot to go upstairs. They really need to throw it straight up. So you can afford to go down and let some of the net up top go, because that area is so much slimmer, right? If the guy's right in front of me, going straight upstairs and over me is impossible, right? Yeah, a guy comes over, shoots it wide, but it hits the boards hard. And then there's a player on their team coming right for that puck. Obviously, I don't want to pick it up there. That's a bad spot. Plus, if he throws it on net, I am kind of still out of position, so I do what I can to take it, just put it right back into the corner. Or just at least, here it goes up in the air, it bumbles around, just anything to move it, because it's going to take him a while to actually gather that puck again. And this guy actually makes a good play to hit the puck back to himself, but nonetheless, it just prevents chances. And that's a big part of, obviously, goaltending, is not only stopping the puck, but making sure that chances don't just arise when you could have done something about it in the first place. They almost get a breakaway, but can't catch up to the puck and then fumbles a shot, so I'm not complaining. Nice. So that one's our fourth goal, so now it's 4-1 in the game. Ooh, that was a tough one. So, breakaways in general are hard to stop, but here I go for the poke check, actually, and it just doesn't work out. And it looks like the puck actually hits me and goes in. So jumping back, player picks it up in their zone. He has a full head of speed, comes down hard down the ice, gets past their defenders, comes in. He makes a good move that I guess kind of threw me off, but he brings the puck in pretty close. So I go for the poke check. You can see my blocker riding up my stick right here. I miss. And he throws a backhand. And it's tough to see the puck. It's right here underneath my glove, and it just barely gets over my leg and under my glove. It really is a perfectly little placed shot, and then hits the back of the net, which is tough. 4-2. A lot of times, too, when I get scored on, it's the only time... I'm a little superstitious when I play, a little bit. The only time I actually leave my net is when I get scored on. I go for little skates. For the most part, unless there's more time, but very rarely would I leave otherwise. It's a good way for me just to kind of, I don't want to say clear my head, but maybe clear the net a little bit, right? It's my job to protect the thing while I'm playing, and if someone scores on me, the puck got past me, and I'm like, okay, let me leave the space and then come back, and then, all right, let's stop some pucks again. Good save by me. Looks like I didn't even know where the puck was. I can't even find it afterwards, and I think it probably falls over my pad or something. Yeah, there we go. And then I pick up for the ref, because I know they appreciate it. Plus, it never hurts to have the refs on your side a little bit, right? If they like you, they might, a couple calls might go your way. You never know. So, just take what I can. This is pretty late in the game now. We are on the penalty kill. It's only 4-2, though, so with them scoring, they still get a chance. Throws the puck in the net, and it looks like it gets a little tip there, but I make the save. And another save by me. Shots from the point aren't too difficult if I can see them. If I can see the puck coming from the point, I have tons of time to react. It's usually not that big of a deal. The problem is when there's guys in my way or deflections. And then obviously, too, once that puck hits you, you got to hold on to it, because if you drop it, you know there's going to be people around trying to put it in the rebound, so... I do believe this is like the last minute of the game. Pucks are pretty much just getting fired on net at this point. And I do love these like kind of tense situations. Refs were being a little unfair at the penalties. That was a really close call. That totally could have gone in the net. They get it. Right here. Puck makes it out. This is almost like a perfect golden chance. He just misses the net, pretty much. Our player here makes a really good job to make sure that puck doesn't go in. I think he's probably saved the goal. So now it's 5-on-3 with, like, less than a minute left. Pretty easy save for me. Put the puck in the corner. One of their guys falls, so I gotta give him a clap for it. I was getting a little pissed off because the refs were making a lot of penalties on our team when our calls weren't that bad, and then it doesn't really matter. We got the win. That's what matters most. So, fun game. It was pretty close. Other team was they had some good players on it, and yeah, walked away with a W. What more could you want?